check out that description because I am, of course, the Golden One himself, leader of GWO. I am the Golden One, Ricky Goldman. This right here is a channel where GWO takes over. It is the People's Wrestling Channel, and we've got two guests with me. I'm going to bring in a couple of seconds, but we're going to discuss the utter mess of the world title picture. And if I don't get it, and I've been watching wrestling for 24 years, your casual fans will have no chance. Anyway, let's bring in the reigning, defending quiz champion who successfully defended his title, the man himself, Ian. How are you?
And I'm waiting for my next person. Who wants to be next? Come on, come all.
Okay then. So how are you?
I'm good. Ready for this?
Right then. I know you want to watch.
I want to face the champ.
So I bring in my other guest who demanded to be on here. Anybody do check out that description. All the information is there. But demanded to be on this. So it's great to have her on. It is. And she's eating. Makes my product unprofessional. But it doesn't matter. It is Vicky the Great.
Hi.
Okay, so eating makes my product unprofessional.
I won't eat. Can I drink?
If you can drink, I suppose. Again, it makes it unprofessional. Okay, drink, that's fine. Anyway, let's talk. Well, many things I want to discuss, but we'll be going back to the mess of the world title picture. But let's kick it off with the fact you've got your SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw and your Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown, and the time you could have got the titles back on each other's show is Night of Champions, but no, Rhea's now facing Natalya. Cool, but yeah. So first of all, what do you think about that? The title being, and they can't go to each other's brands and defend them. Yeah, so Ian, what do you think about that?
By Night Champions, they'll change. The titles will be switched around eventually.
Well, they won't, because Rhea's facing Natalya, so they won't be changed around. So what?
Between now, I'd say between after probably Night of Champions, then we'll get a change then. So
okay, currently you've got different titles on different brands. So what do you think about it? Do you not think it's a mess?
No, not really a mess, because eventually they could just change the plates at some point after things. So we just have to really wait. I mean, we're going to get Rhea versus Natty, that's fine. But I'm curious about who we're going to get. Who's Bianca going to face? But I'd say at the moment, both Bianca and Rhea will get two people.
You could have had Night Champions, somebody from Raw, go and challenge for the world title, Raw Women's title, and vice versa, and that's how you get them back on each other's brands.
I think they're just going. I think at the moment now, both titles will be just given opponents that won't be too much of a stress, because right now at the moment, I'd say the women's division will focus on what's going on with Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus.
That's also a mess as well. Anyway, you know, see, that should be safe for SummerSlam. It's not going to be Night Champions. Another mess.
But here's a question though: before you say messes, what would you have done with Trish Stratus then? Would you have had her take on?
I wouldn't have Trish Stratus there. She's a legend. She doesn't need to be there. But what you do with the women's titles is you don't have them brand specific brand. You know, the WWE title and world title. When they switched, it didn't matter. You have the WWE women's title and WWE World Women's title, so it doesn't matter.
Would you have
anyway?
Would you have had Trish face Rhea or Bianca then while she's waiting for Becky?
And we've moved on from Trish, but the titles you've called the WWE Women's title and World Women's title, so it doesn't matter. We don't get into this horrible mess ring. Anyway, Vicky, what do you think about the mess ring? You like Raw for some reason, so what do you think about the mess ring for the women's world title, the women's titles being on different rounds? What do you think?
Well, I think that I should be champion.
That wasn't the question. What do you think about the Raw title being on SmackDown and the SmackDown title being on Raw, and what a mess that is?
I don't know.
I know. That's helpful.
By the way, if you want a title, there's a champ right here waiting for some contestants.
And we've got Harry Bain. There we go. Harry's coming in. Vicky, that class looks bigger than your head. LOL. So let's discuss why we're here. The world title, new world title, is now being defended. So you've got SmackDown guys. You've got them. First of all, you've got SmackDown guys going after the Raw title, which tells me. Let's just discuss about Reigns for a second. Reigns is never losing because Styles, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Lashley should be going for Reigns. They want to push Styles. Styles has just come back. Why is he not facing Reigns in Saudi? And then you're having the Miz involved. Like, the Miz hasn't been around for years, so he's already demoted the world title. So Reigns is never losing, but you're only SmackDown guys go for a Raw title, even though they can't. Demoted already. And now you're going to elevate the title when Reigns isn't there, but they've already buried it. So, Ian, you wanted to have your thoughts of why they're having SmackDown guys go through a Raw title. Go on.
Well, first off, I think there is still a possibility of AJ Styles and Roman Reigns at Crown, depending on what happens in the triple threat match I'm looking forward to on Friday with him.
You're going to have Styles lose, but now Styles is now going to... Oh, yeah, Styles is the one to beat Reigns. That makes no sense.
Anyway, but like, if they do have Reigns versus Styles, I'm looking forward to that because I want to see...
No. Styles loses in the triple threat, but he's the guy to beat Reigns. No, you don't do it that way.
Unless he gets pinned. If he gets pinned, then he's not worthy of facing Reigns. If he doesn't get pinned, then he still has a chance.
Rick gonna cry when Roman gets dethroned. I don't think he ever loses. I think he's way surpassing Hogan. Because you're the only person that's going to beat Reigns. Vicky, you've gone. What were you saying?
No, it didn't say a word.
Okay, what do you think about the world title picture? SmackDown guys going after a Raw title, and you've got the Miz involved, and
I don't know. I think Vince is back involved. He's fucked it all up, hasn't he?
I think that's kind of...
I knew somebody would say that eventually. I have the answer, by the way, to this with the thing with the SmackDown guys, right?
And all these guys should be going after Reigns, and Reigns is never... Let's go discuss Reigns again. He's never... Because the only guy that could beat him is Cody. How do you get to Reigns, Cody, at next year's Mania? If he wins a Rumble, he's hated. I don't think he wins Money in the Bank.
Well, first off, can I just also point out that all those guys you say have gone after Reigns? We've already seen Edge.
So Reigns should never defend the title ever again between now and next year WrestleMania. No,
that's not what I'm saying.
So he's going to have to defend against people he's faced before.
But just listen for a sec. The ones that he could face would be AJ and Bobby, because you're not going to have Reigns versus heel Austin Theory.
No, I don't think Theory is worthy enough.
No, he probably wouldn't be rich. But here's the thing with the SmackDown thing. Okay, first off, the reason they're having... Hang on, your woman there is talking in the background.
Lashley, but yeah, I think he needs a mouthpiece and a massive push. I'd have Lashley be the guy, but...
Well, if he kept it
when Reigns going to lose, it won't. If he's fit, I don't even think he wrestles in Saudi, which takes you elevating the world title and making that the title, but you've already buried it.
Okay,
but if
just to go back on the SmackDown thing. Right, the reason they're having the SmackDown guys.
I'm going to take Vicky out because she's messing about. There we go.
Anyway,
yeah.
Okay, during the week, I found out that the reason they're having the SmackDown guys go on...
Come back now.
Anyway, okay.
Having any input whatsoever, you're just messing about and drinking.
No, I have very valuable input. Thank you.
You said, I don't know, Vince is back.
Anyway,
okay, then. Well, we'll keep you on for now anyway.
The reason they're having the SmackDown guys compete in the world title is nothing to do with Reigns. The simple fact is, WWE at the moment is dealing with competition from the NBA playoffs, and they're trying to attract more viewers to it.
By making it confusing.
But that's the same week. That was the same week as the NBA drafts as well, and they want to try and drag more attention from the NBA drafts, which they know are going to get good ratings as always.
So they want to make it bringing rating by making it confusing. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
It's not really
no. SmackDown guys, it's a Raw title. They should be going after Reigns. That's it.
But here's the thing: what if a SmackDown guy does win it? What if it's an Edge or an AJ Styles or an Austin Theory? Because one of them could face.
What me theory?
Well, okay, maybe not Theory. What if it's someone like Edge or AJ Styles that goes in to face Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, and a SmackDown guy wins it? That
makes completely no sense.
But hang on, let me finish. You're
Nope.
Win Rumble. What if you have the SmackDown guy wins? Cody gets finished with his feud with Brock. He gets traded to SmackDown for the SmackDown guy that wins the world title, and he goes back to continuing the story.
Okay, Cody, you're going to lose to Brock in Saudi. They're probably going to do a third match, and he beats Brock at SummerSlam. Who cares? Cody's not the guy. I don't think Reigns ever loses. I don't think we've got a plan for him to lose ever. I think Reigns surpasses Bruno. That's it. Reigns is surpasses.
Everything that has a beginning has.
He's not lost to him, fella.
Everything that has a beginning.
What am I going to do when Reigns gets dethroned? It's going to be a few years before he does.
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
Tell me the person who's going to beat Reigns then. Who's on Reigns' level in nearly 1,000 days as champion?
Seth.
Nowhere near close.
Seth?
Yes. Have you seen how over
1,000 days? Unheard of. Never to be seen again. He's going to surpass Hogan.
Everything that has a beginning has an end, as they say.
And right now, they have no one to beat Reigns at all. While you're singing, I'm going to play this, and you can promote my t-shirts, the GWR t-shirts as well, Vicky. You haven't got one there with you, but give me a second. After this, you can promote them. Give me a second. Yes, all my socials there, Pro Wrestling Tees, and now Vicky's going to promote GWR t-shirts. Off you go. Have I taught you well?
Well, you need to get your GWO t-shirts from me, Vicky the Great.
Yes. There we go. Yes.
Awesome.
Is that good? Awesome. Unlike the Miz, and they're only £8. You can't be £8 plus. Okay, £11. Can't get better than that. And mine's in the wash, unfortunately. I was going to show you, but it's in the wash. I wore it yesterday, so yes, buy a t-shirt. Vicky will make you one. Only £11.
That's a good deal.
I'll promote it for you instead. Anyway, so yes, Reigns. Let's quickly discuss. So Reigns is not losing in Saudi if he defends the title. Money in the Bank, no. SummerSlam, meant to be facing either Bad Bunny or Conor McGregor. Okay. I think Reigns.
The Conor McGregor thing, that was just made up. That was only just made up because.
Right, might be. I didn't say he's definitely going to be. That's the main event. So it might be Conor McGregor. Could be Bad Bunny. Could be Jey Uso.
Could be Seth.
Anything.
You won't be Seth. Seth will be world champion by then.
I take Bad Bunny over Conor McGregor. As an Irishman, I do like.
So, Bad Bunny's going to beat Reigns, is he?
No, I just mean.
So why are you having Bad Bunny beat Faith Reigns?
No, I never said he beat him. I just say he get a.
Right, so yeah, that'll be a good match. But Bad Bunny isn't beating Reigns. You need somebody that's actually going to beat. Well, no one's beating Reigns, but somebody that might do. I'd have it be Jay, and I'd have Jay take the title, but I don't think he's going to do. I think Reigns is holding it for another year. So you make the world title the title, and you already buried it by having the Miz going after it.
Yeah, but he
so what they could have done is out of 12, even done what they've done already. You have 6 people on Raw, 6 people on SmackDown. They face each other in singles matches, and at the end of the night, you have a triple threat match, and the winner faces Reigns on SmackDown, and then on Raw, of the person that wins and the person that didn't get pinned facing each other for the world title. That's what you do. Not have the SmackDown people involved. Will you have done that here, or not?
It doesn't bother me if they have the SmackDown people involved. We're still getting some good matches there. Like the triple threat match on Raw with Seth Nakamura and Priest was good. I mean, I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with Edge, Ray, and AJ in that triple threat.
But the SmackDown guys are good. It's a Raw title. That makes no sense.
But hang on, let's look at the SmackDown. Let's look at AJ, Edge, and Ray. Two of them have
all been going after Reigns.
But having two of them have held the world title, so it makes sense.
All three have held the world title.
No, AJ.
World title, whatever, still for all former champions.
Yeah, but except AJ hasn't held the world title. It's still connected from the days of WCW.
I know, AJ, Edge, Lashley, Styles, they should be facing Reigns. They shouldn't be going, we want a title that's on a different show. Their focus should be Reigns. That's the only focus. If I'm on SmackDown, I'm not going to go, well, I want a title on the other show. My focus is the champion on my brand.
Well, let's also remember this. Number one, Edge already faced Reigns twice and lost. And two, Edge held was the world title that he had to.
Yes, so on Reigns is going to be champion until next year, so he's going to have to face people that he's already faced time and time again. So why not Edge? Why not? Why not? But that be the match in Saudi.
Back for the title, he never lost. He never lost the world.
Because Edge is old. Edge is old.
Yeah, but he's also a Hall of Famer, so.
Yeah, okay. But also remember, let's point out one: Edge is old, yes, but Edge is still. And he can't still go.
Edge is what?
He keeps cutting out, doesn't he?
I said Edge is old, but he can still go. Goldberg is old, and he can't go.
Yeah.
True. I think Goldberg goes to AEW, but that's. We're not discussing AEW here.
Kill anyone he's in a match with.
I think I think Goldberg will go and win the TNT title at All Out. Anyway, that's AEW and not WWE. I think that's happening. I think he's bringing Goldberg to win the TNT title. Anyway.
Actually, just a quick thing. Actually, can I just buy a quick thing? They're actually not.
Oh, Jesus, you keep cutting out. Go on, say that again.
I said they're not talking title in that company. They're actually talking about Goldberg having a retirement match with Sting.
I'd have him win the TNT title. That's huge. That's huge. As awful as AEW is, that's huge for them. Anyway, back to the world title. Okay, you could have easily done Styles versus Reigns in Saudi. Easily. You could have had.
Still happen.
Okay, so Styles loses in the triple threat, but then he's the guy to beat Reigns, is he?
No.
So you could have a 2-week build to take on the 1,000-day champion. Yeah, that's really convincing.
Do it there. Do it at Money in the Bank.
So he doesn't defend the title in Saudi then?
No, because I'd say all the focus will be on the world title. If you want to have him do
but they've already buried. They've already buried that one. Anything with the mid involved buries it. And you've like.
Will they bury it? Will they bury it though if they have Seth Rollins versus Edge or Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles? No, they'll just get a banging match out of it.
They've already buried it by having your right. Okay, I'm Edge. I'm Rey Mysterio on SmackDown. Do I want the world title? No, I want Reigns' title. That's the title I want. Styles could have come out when he got drafted and said, "I want Reigns," and there you go. There's your match made.
Well, here's the thing, though. Edge can also say that the world title was the last title I had to give up. I never lost that title. I should try
on a different brand.
But here's the thing. Edge has also said that his time is almost up. If Reigns is not losing the title again, why go for it? Why go for a title that he never actually lost?
Okay, Styles. You could have easily done Styles, Reigns, and him, and he might still do, but he's going to have a 2-week build.
Okay, yeah, the 2-week build. That's not a great time. So then...
Not at all. To face a 1,000-day champion, not at all.
But then put it on hold until Money in the Bank.
So Reigns doesn't defend the title, but he's tired. So then you're making the world title the focus.
Yeah.
That they've already messed up.
Then you make it the focus, and then you do Joe, the thing they could have done with Reigns, because remember when Night Champions was supposed to be called King and Queen of the Ring? You could still have Reigns do a little bit of that crowning that you're meant to give him for making it to 1,000
Yeah, he could be Queen of the Ring.
Reigns is not going to be Queen of the Ring. You know the judge for Apple Chief. I just think they've totally messed it up. The Miz, it should be 6 or 12. You can even do 12 or 6. 6 top guys are definitely going to win the world title. Not the Miz, not Priest, not Balor. These are all mid-card people. They should be nowhere near it. Balor maybe, Priest and
now,
Miz. Yeah.
They're actually building Priest to be. They're actually because of how.
So you could have had 6 top-level guys. Rollins, Cody, Nakamura, I suppose. Who else was involved? I can't even think. There was so irrelevant.
Finn was in there. Finn was in.
Okay, Finn. You could add Finn, yeah. Okay, 2 more guys.
Well, then you could put. Well, then why not put Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in? But they're holding the tag titles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you could have thrown in Owens in there easily. Why not? Owens. You could have thrown in Owens.
You could have thrown in Sami Zayn as well.
Jay will beat him.
But here's the thing as well, like they have to, because like there is a lot of people they could have thrown in, like, but they had to improvise. Because look at the current situation on the roster. Randy Orton is still injured. We don't know what the story with Drew McIntyre is. We don't know what the story with Bray Wyatt is. Big E is still injured and may not
Bray
wrestle
Wyatt's
again.
coming back.
He's coming back, yeah. But I'm just looking at.
Is that the person that Johnny was talking about on Raw? Then he's coming back soon. Or do you think that was Ciampa?
I think it's going to be Ciampa joined away, yeah. But no, it's not his time. Look, they had to really improvise with what they got, and like Priest, fair play, he actually deserved to be in there following that banger of the match with Bad Bunny.
Yeah. But Priest is good, but is he world champion material? No. So then, why is he in a world?
He's not in that thing yet, but they're building him up to be that kind of star. Like,
but he's not now. You have 6 of the best going for the world title, and it's 6 of the best. Who's going to win? Not the Miz, who's done nothing for years. Damian Priest. Theory. Theory is good, but he's not world championship material.
Theory is good. Theory would be that world champion that can get heat like Roman can, because he knows how to get hated. And plus, like, they probably see him as a world champion title, because remember, he was the first round draft and the second round as the draft. Okay,
right, but he's not world championship material. He's a good heel and he's a good US champion, but world championship material, no. But okay, if they want to have him in the world championship, have the tournament, a little 6-man tournament on SmackDown to go after Reigns. What's bigger than a 1,000-day champion? Nothing. World title is meaningless.
But even The Undertaker.
He won't be there in Night of Champions.
How do you know?
He's retired.
He's retired and he doesn't want to do it again.
But there's nothing bigger than 1,000 days of champion. The world title is meaningless compared to a 1,000-day champion. So, could you not have had a tournament to face Reigns, a little 6-man tournament, and done exactly the same? This just says to me Reigns is never losing, and it's obvious.
Everything has a beginning, has an end. And look, the way I see it, the talent they had in there, they had to improvise, because look at the situation and start to build new stars, because look at the situation.
The story started with Jay. It should end with Jay.
Yes, well, that's what I said. Jay at SummerSlam, and I don't think Jay does. I think Reigns is holding it for another year. I think he's a pass it Hogan.
I don't think it should be Jay. I like Jay, but I think Jay should start mid-card before he gets to that level again. I
think him holding the tag team titles for over 600 days has put him at that level.
It has put him at that level, and now that he's done that, and now that they've lost the titles, the Usos should take a step back from the tag title picture.
I think Usos are winning them back for Saudi.
No, I don't think. No, because Sami and KO won't go
Reigns is back this week on SmackDown. He's going to say something, and they're winning them back. Who else is there? LWO are awful. You need to go to a heel. Judgment Day. You can have Judgment Day do it, maybe.
Well,
Dominic and Priest.
But Judgment Day are on
LWO are awful.
The GWO.
It should be GWO.
Here's the thing about him. First off, let's remember that the Usos lost twice to Sami and KO. And second of all, The Usos didn't pin them at Backlash. Solo pinned Matt Riddle, so there's no chance.
You could have Judgment Day with the titles, Priest and Dominic, I think. But then, see, just because Sami Zayn can't go to Saudi, you're going to have to, unless they don't defend the titles.
They're not. Well, they're going to make a new set of titles for SmackDown, and then the option either be for the team, maybe not the Usos, maybe either.
No, you think. No, they said, and was it Backlash? They said they can switch brands, so you're going to have Zayn and Owens lose, probably.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. I'd say if they make a new set,
they can't go to Saudi.
They won't go to Saudi because Saudi Arabia can't.
They're going to Zayn is losing then. They're not making a new set. You're going to keep the titles as they are. And if they're going to make a new set, it's worth how many weeks away? A couple of weeks away from Saudi.
I don't think they're going to lose.
I think they're going to lose them back to. I'll give them to Judgment Day. Why not? Why not?
If it's the Judgment Day, that's it. It won't be the Usos because the Usos have lost twice, and I think the Usos should take a step out of the picture. The two options I think to beat Sami and KO are either there's three. They either be Judgment Day, the Viking Raiders, or maybe Imperium.
Imperium, yes. Viking Raiders, ugh.
If they make a new set of titles for SmackDown, the options are either going to be LWO or the Street Profits or Gallows and Anderson.
You said it Backlash that the champions can go from brand to which is not a brand split.
Well, then again,
it should be a full brand split, and they should make new titles. I agree.
If they go to brand to brand, the Usos are not beating Sami and KO because that story is over.
Judgment Day, then I give them to them. Dominic, just imagine the heat Dominic would get.
It would probably be, but I think Sami and KO deserve a long run after beating the longest reign.
But they can't. Well, they can't go to Saudi. If the titles are being defended, don't defend them. But if they're being defended in Saudi, Sami can't go, so they're losing.
Sure, Roman might not be defending in Saudi. Doesn't mean he's losing. So you can't.
But he can go to Saudi. Sami can't.
Yeah, he can go to Saudi. Yeah, but he can go to Saudi, but it doesn't mean he has to defend. I mean, Sami and KO can't go to Saudi, but that doesn't mean they're losing. They could still hold it. I mean, they've just been the great tag team titles, so they deserve a bit of a long run, a bit of a push to the moon.
Yeah, they could just not have them defend them, but
so there's no real pressure on them, unless they just. I mean, I think probably making new belts would probably be too soon, especially now with the focus being on a world championship. So it'd have to be afterwards.
How many belts do they want?
They need tag belts.
There's way too many, isn't there? You've now got the NXT Women's Tag Team titles on the main roster, and you've got. I know they're crowning a new NXT Women's Champion.
I'm kind of questioning now. Are they going to make them SmackDown Women's Tag Team title?
And see, the draft made no sense.
I wonder if they're going to do that.
Explain. You've got. See, this is a mess of the draft. You've got Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown, SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw. SmackDown guys going after the world title. A load of NXT people coming up that no real character. Are the NXT Women's Tag Team titles on SmackDown? What's happening? Oh no, the Women's Tag Team Champions can switch brands. So can the Men's Tag Team Champions. But that wasn't explained in the draft. It was explained into a Backlash. Like, what a mess. What a mess. So if I'm confused after 24 years of watching, if a casual fan sat and watched Raw, they'd be like, what is this? I'm never watching again, and you've just lost a fan.
But sure, they'll still get the fans. They're not
if I'm a casual fan watching Raw, I turn off for about 5 minutes because it's so bad. Maybe SmackDown, maybe NXT. I wouldn't even watch NXT if I was a casual fan. I think it's catered to a certain audience. But if I'm a casual fan and I'm watching Raw after 5 minutes, I'm turning off. It's awful. Nothing makes sense. It's like, what is this? If I'm flicking through the channels of the casual fan and go, oh, wrestling. After 5 minutes, no, I'll say I'm done. Never to be watching it again.
But then you read the news and you find out what's going on, like, because there's always backstage news info.
All casual fans don't care about that. If I'm a casual fan and I've not watched wrestling for years, I go, oh, wrestling's on. Let's check it out. After 5 minutes, I'm like, no. It makes no sense.
But your casual fan can also look. But your casual fan can also look at a website. I mean,
casual fans don't care about that.
I mean, we're not stuck in the dark ages. We still look at we still have the internet and all these sites just to give us the information we need.
But a casual fan will just turn after 5 minutes and think this is awful. Hence why wrestling isn't as big as it used to be. You've got one reason he's no star is the only star he's got is Reigns and he's pushed to the moon and
WWE is still.
Are you going now, Vicky? Are you waving at me?
Oh. No.
You were waving at me like you were going or something.
Yeah, I can do. I'm going to go eat my food and drink my drink.
Okay, then. See you later, then.
What are you
See you then.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you. But hang on. You can't really say that they're not big enough because, I mean, they're still selling out pay-per-views. I mean, WrestleMania sold out,
Okay.
Backlash sold out, Money in the Bank
Name
sold out.
me the stars name the stars in WWE apart from Reigns.
Okay, people will be going in for Cody, Seth.
Right, is he on the level up? No, star. Nobody cares about Cody. Nobody's treating him. Cody was such a big star. Raw ratings to be a whole lot better than they were. So no, Cody, no. Cody's he's back, and it's like a honeymoon period. That'll soon end. As soon as he loses to Lesnar in Saudi, that ends.
If he doesn't lose.
What?
We might not lose. We just have to wait and see.
So you're going to have Lesnar losing a fight in Saudi?
Yeah,
I think he leads to a third match at SummerSlam. Oh.
And
you keep freezing. While you sort that out, I'll just play this. Give me a second while you sort that out. Give me a second. 1 second.
Yeah.
So yes, on my socials and me follow me all of that. But yeah, I think you have Cody. I think he's going to lose to Lesnar. Fight against Lesnar, I don't think Cody. And then a third match at SummerSlam, and there you go. We're meant to care. Cody will beat Lesnar. Like that's a big match. He's already beaten him. Because otherwise, what if you? Okay, if Lesnar loses again, what do you then do with Cody at SummerSlam?
What do you think the stipulation?
I don't know. No, lazy as Jim Cornette says, lazy booking. He'll be nose bored. But I think Lesnar wins in Saudi, leads into a third match at SummerSlam. Cody will win that, and that's it.
Would you not suspect Cody because he's allowed Cody and Brock in a first blood?
Could you could do first blood match, I suppose. Yeah.
I know, because they fact that Triple H has no blood policy.
You completely for breaking up, but your connection is pretty bad anyway.
Fact that is, I said he has a no blood policy in his matches, yet there's allowed bleed. Yeah.
I think Brock probably got caught up in the hard. I don't think he bladed at Backlash.
No,
I think he genuinely cut it, he hit his head and that cut looked bad. So I don't think he bladed at all. So,
it's he won't build the match.
Give me a second. Just give me 1 second here. I'll bring you back in. There we go. Because your connection is awful. Is that better?
Yeah, that's. If a smack. And Brock then gets a rumor that SummerSlam.
You've completely frozen now, unfortunately. I don't know what was happening with your connection there, but oh.
Jeez, what the hell's going on?
I think that's better, I think. No, don't know. try and sort it out if you can. But my final thoughts on the world title is, like I said, you've got the Miz involved. Nobody thought the Miz was winning. It should be 6 of the top best stars: Cody, Rollins, Balor, Nakamura. You could have probably had thrown Sammy in, Kevin in there. Could have thrown him in. Well, maybe not Sammy. Owens definitely. It's like 6 former.
About Braun
Nakamura, not a former world champion. We could have had 6 top stars. I think they're probably struggling on Raw, but and then 6 top stars on SmackDown. You have the 2. You could have had the 3 single matches, triple threat. Winner faces Reigns on SmackDown, and then the person that wins and the person that doesn't get pinned faces each other in Saudi for the world title. That's what you do for that. I just think, SmackDown guys should be going after Reigns. Going after the world title just says Reigns is never losing. Because I don't think it's anybody. There's nobody right now, apart from Cody. I don't think it's going to be Cody that can beat Reigns. I think he holds it. I wonder if he surpassed Bruno. Wouldn't shock me. No, nobody thought he was going to hold it for 1,000 days. So if he's jumping for another 4 years, 3, maybe have to for 5 years. Wouldn't shock me. Oh, he's still there.
Just listening.
So, will you have Reigns surpass Bruno or not?
Past Bruno's first reign.
I mean, the 8-year reign.
The 8-year reign. That's a challenge, and Reigns is in a different time than Bruno. People with social media to express our views on his title reign.
Who's left to beat Reigns then? Cody?
It's the thing that so you have to really ask yourself: do we keep triggering top 5? Not
your connection's completely gone unfortunately, so
yeah.
So I'll have to end this anyway. So anyway, thank you. I'll put you backstage for now and see if that improves it. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and thank you to Vicky. So I don't know what's going on with Ian's connection. We're going to try and bring you back in now. See, it's working. No, it's not working at all. Anyway, so yeah, that was my thoughts on the world title picture. I just think it's a complete enough to mess. They kind of buried it on the get-go. They buried it right away, in my opinion. They're going to make it the title, and you can also elevate the US title, which they're going to have to do if Reigns isn't there. I think after SummerSlam, we don't see him for a while. Anyway, so on Sunday will be my journey to and review of Future Shock. Do a bit of promotion and get that out of the way first. So, PMP, Pancakes and Power Slams on YouTube, on Twitter, on their own page, on Facebook. Go and check it out. Go and check out Sports Keedia as well. Give them a massive like. Even to your podcasts, DOMCAST and In Time Wrestling Podcast, go and follow Just In Time 211. Into your eFeds, TWF Network, ASPW Production, and Radog Extreme Wrestling, Red Bull Radog FA, and into your promo base, eFeds it is Promo Performance Alliance. So again, on Sunday, my journey to and review of Future Shock Danger Zone. I'll bring Ian back in for just a second, see if his connection's any better now. No? Okay. Do like and subscribe. Go and check out previous videos to this one. Ian said himself he wants a challenger. So if you want to come on and challenge him for this title, and be a part of the It Doesn't Matter What We Call This quiz, the quiz that's not for jabronis, then let me know. I can get you on. You can go and challenge for the title. Also, Battle of the Nations title and AEW predictions title. My predictions league. If you want to be a part of that, also let me know. GWO, where are we? There, GWO. Buy a GWO t-shirt. Like and subscribe. I think he might have sorted his connection out.
Hey.
Here we go. But now you've sorted it out. So, still no.
It's still going on.
It's still very fuzzy and very grainy and keeps stopping. Fair enough. So thank you to Vicky for joining me. Thank you. Didn't really say much, but still cool having her on. Thank you to Ian, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me know in the comments what you think about the world title picture. And it is just in time for Ian to go and watch Dynamite. Ricky Goldman out.